Hi, Natasha here, your independent Scentsy consultant. And if you're new, welcome. And if you're not, and returning, welcome back to my sensational channel. I am Natasha and I am an independent Scentsy consultant. Today's video, I thought we would go through my box of what I have been using. Now, I don't just sell Scentsy. I like to share Scentsy. I like to try things myself and see if I like them. I will give you my personal opinion on what I think. I'm not just going to go out there and say, this is great, buy it. So let's go through what I have been using for this month. Now, my little box is full, so I thought it was time to go through my empties. First, we will start off with non-wax products. So, firstly, I have been washing our clothes in black raspberry and vanilla laundry detergent, Scent Soft, and washer whiffs. Normally, I would purchase Luna or Amazon Rain, but I thought I would like to break out of the box a little and try a different scent. This has a very deep, dark raspberry flavour, but then the vanilla brings kind of a softness and sweetness to it. I found this a little bit stronger than the Amazon Rain and Luna in scent. You could smell it more on the clothes when washing it. It's something I would definitely purchase again. It's a scent I loved in the wax and a scent I now also love in the laundry range. So this will probably go into my rotation of laundry scents. Now I use the Scent Soft to soften up the clothes, the laundry liquid to wash with, and our washer whiffs, which are a scent booster. They don't clean the clothes, but they add an extra boost of scents to your clothes. I also put the washer whiffs in my mopping bucket and mop the floor with them to give the floor a nice smell as well. So I also went through a Luna bath bomb. These are no longer available, but I picked up a few of the bath bombs in the clearance range when they were available to try how they went. It turned the water a blue colour, as it was a blue bath bomb, and it wasn't a little bath bomb, it was a big bath bomb. It left my skin feeling soft and amazing. If they were available, it would be something I would definitely purchase again, but unfortunately they are not available. But if you're looking for something similar, our Scentsy soaks would be something that you could put in your bath and enjoy for a relaxing time. I also went through a bathroom cleaner of lemon verbena. Now, I hate cleaning my bathrooms. I detest cleaning my bathrooms. The smell of cleaning my bathrooms makes me nauseous from the chemicals, and usually I get my husband to do it because I'm a short person and cannot reach the higher areas. But when using this, the smell is not so bad. It foams it up really well. I have a picture in my VIP group, and one of my VIP customers thought I had the bathroom door open after cleaning this. No, the bathroom door was not open. It was just cleaned with the glass. So This does a really amazing job at cleaning your bathroom. Lemon verbena, it's one of our citrusy scents. So it's very lemony, it's very fresh. If you have not tried our bathroom cleaner, I suggest you get one from your consultant or contact me if you do not have a consultant. I'd be happy to help you out. I also went through two of our hand soaps. One was from the Luna range, one of my favorite scents, as you can tell by the Luna products I keep pulling out of my empties. It is jasmine and sweet pea. It's a very pretty floral scent. The other hand soap I went through was hibiscus water. This was from our Good Vibes collection, a limited time collection. And this was very pretty, fresh, watery, florally, aquatic scent. Very summery, very, very fruity, florally, and fresh. And I'm quite sad I cannot get that again because it was a lovely scent and I should have purchased more. Okay, so they were our non-wax products that I have gone through for this month. Now we will go through our wax products. So we went through in the lounge room area a Bring Back My Bar Beach Daisy. Now this was a very nice floral scent, not powdery, more of a fresh floral. Now this was in the Bring Back Your Bar collection that was just recently on. Unfortunately, they have sold out, but they are still available for you to purchase through your Scentsy Club. So if you were to open up a Scentsy Club subscription and add this one into your Scentsy Club subscription, you would still be able to purchase it. Now, Scentsy described this one as, let me just pull up Beach Daisy. It's got daisies in it. It's got more of your wild flower scents in it, and you can actually smell that when you smell this. It's not a powdery, rosy, gardeny scent. It's more a wild flowery scent, but it's still very pretty. It's still very florally. So it's honeydew melon, wild daisies, and green apple make a bouquet of fresh picked paradise. So you can smell those wild flowers. You can smell the sweetness from the apples and the honey melon. Next one I went through was Frozen, the North Course. This was mainly warming in my daughter's room as she claimed the Frozen collection wax when we brought it, and it has in it sweet tangerine, berry, and lily. Now this I found was also a quite pretty, fresh, sweet scent, and my daughter loved it. The next one we went through was another Bring Back My Bar, Perk Me Up. Now, this was a coffee scent with a hazelnut, I think. undertone. Now, it is a very strong, high performer. If you love the smell of fresh brewed coffee, you will love this. Also predominant in it was the hazelnut. So you had that rich, nutty, fresh coffee taste. I love the smell of coffee, but I found this extremely strong, and I needed, even though I liked the scent, I still found it overpowering and I needed to mellow it out. So I then went through a bar of vanilla bean buttercream, which I mixed with the coffee to try and give it more of a sweeter undertone to mellow it out a bit. Vanilla bean buttercream is very creamy, it is very vanilla-y. It is a great one to have in your collection as a mixer if you were wanting to add a bit of a bakery note or a bit of a creamy note to your mixes. So that went hand in hand with my Perk Me Up to kind of give a latte, maybe vanilla-y latte type scent with the Perk Me Up with the vanilla bean buttercream that I finished. The next one we went through was a Bring Back Your Bar Pixie. Now, this had heliotrope in it. It also had in it pink pepper and mandarin. Now, this was a strange scent for me. I didn't hate it, but I don't think it would be one I'd purchase again. I found it quite musky, quite perfumey. The heliotrope in it gave it quite of a deep, musky, florally, earthy scent. I ended up warming it in my daughter's room, had it in my room for a day. It was quite strong lasting. It lasted a few days, but there was just something about the scent that I just found wasn't for me. Even though it was a pretty earthy, musky, perfumey scent, it just wasn't for me. Now, both your Perk Me Up and your Pixie are no longer available for purchase on website, but again, you can still obtain them through Scentsy Club. Vanilla Bean Buttercream is still available for purchase on my website. Okay, the next one I went through was a black raspberry and vanilla. I had a customer query what the laundry scent smelt like, so I made a couple of samples out of this, and then I put the rest through my bedroom, as it is a very pretty scent and great for a bedroom. In the bedroom, I like to warm scents that make the bedroom feel warm and inviting, sometimes romantic. I tend to go for the warmer, inviting scents in the bedroom, the fresher scents in the bathroom, and the lounge room, kitchen area usually have maybe a fruity scent. Sometimes they will have a bakery scent, depending on what mood I'm in. The rest of the living area have that type of scent. Now, black raspberry, and vanilla, you get that deep, rich, dark raspberry smell on cold sniff, and then as you warm it, the vanilla softens it and gives it like this sweet, lovely undertone. This is a bestseller for a reason. It is amazing in its smell and it is amazing in its performance. it will last in my warmers for a good 2 days. The next one I went through was Be Fabulous, and this was April scent of the month. It is unfortunately no longer available, but you will probably see it pop up from time to time in my empties, as it is one that I do have in my Scentsy club. So it has in it a very sparkly, spritzy type of scent. So even though it's a citrus, the spritzy sparkle in it, or I don't know if you can actually call that a scent, but it gives it a very fresh, type of smell, as well as being fruity, as well as being citrusy. I'll just bring up the description for you. Okay, splash of ruby grapefruit against sweet sugared muss. So the grapefruit has like that, is what probably gives it that bit of sparkle, spritzy, citrusy smell. But then the sugared muss gives it a sweet smell about it. It is and also another amazing performer, lasts a good couple of days. It gives the house a vibrancy that is very exciting and basically fabulous. The next one I went through was Frozen Fearless by Nature. Most of this went into my daughter's room. Some of it went into the lounge room, kitchen areas. Now this is a very green, fresh, earthy scent. There's also a quite, I wouldn't call it minty, but that it's not quite a minty smell, but you get that herbal smell of that crisp cleanness. And if we go to the little packaging it came in and read the description of Fearless by Nature, it says it has grapefruit, sage, and woods. So you get the earthiness from the woods. The sage gives it that herbal green note, and the grapefruit probably gives it that crisp, clean, airy note to it. Now, it smells a lot nicer warming than it does on cold. Next one we went through, and this was in the clearance section, and I believe is still available in our clearance section, is Fuzzy Blanket. Now, this was a beautiful one for the bedroom. It has lavender in it, but it was more of a sweet lavender. It's not overpowering, and it was very soft and relaxing in my bedroom. It was. Now, if I can just bring up the description for you, I can tell you what else is in this. So we have in it lavender, sandalwood, and sweet honeysuckle. So you definitely smell the lavender, and the sweet honeysuckle and sandalwood soften that lavender out, as I said, making it a really warm and inviting scent. The next one I went through was not one but 2 bars of Bring Back Your Bar Love Story. Now this one is an absolute beautiful scent, and I recommend warming this in your bedroom. It's quite romantic, it's quite soft, it's quite warm. And again, sold out in our normal section, but still available in Scentsy Club. And Scentsy Club have some great perks. One of them being, you put a bar in, when it discontinues, you can always get it shipped to you. So if it's a favourite of yours that's no longer available, if it's in your Scentsy Club, no worries. It's still going to come to you. Okay, so Love Story. Pink jasmine, central amber embraced by dark chocolate. So it's quite a pretty floral, and as it warms you get that nice deep dark richness from the chocolate. Next one I went through was a marjello coconut, and this came in one of the whiff boxes. Probably not something I would generally purchase, but it came in the whiff box. I tried it out. It was one being from the freshest scents I put into the bathroom and laundry. It's a very pretty, coconutty, florally, aquatic smell. The next one I went through was gifted to me by a friend. She didn't really like it. Toy Story. Now, I believe it is sandalwood. The scent of sandalwood in Toy Story. It was around before my consultancy time, around before my wax addiction time. Now, I warmed this in the bedroom, and it kind of reminded me of my sister. She used to love her sandalwood scents, and it reminded me of going into those shops, oriental shops, where the incense was going. I think this would be one, if it was available when I was around, I would purchase a few, but it would not be one I would put in my Scentsy Club. It would be not one I would continue to keep. I think it's a nice one for a mixer. Next one I went through was Frozen, Born to Lead. Again, this was mainly in my daughter's room. And this one has in it sparkling lemon, apple, and creamy vanilla. It was very not so much citrusy. You could get the citrus note in it, but the vanilla and that gave it more of a warm, autumny feel, but the lemon and that still gave it that fruity zing. So it was quite a good mix. The next one we went through was a Forever Frangipani, and this to me had quite a different scent to what I was expecting. Yes, it's a frangipani smell, but it was more the smell of a frangipani as it's blossoming and still young and still got that not quite ripened scent about it. So it was lacking the sweetness I was expecting from frangipani and had more of the dewy, unripened smell of the frangipani. Next one I went through again was another one that came in one of my whiff boxes, and probably one I would not consider purchasing on my own, Bungalow. This one went into our bathrooms and laundry. Very fresh, very aquatic, very islandy. As I said, I like to put these type of scents in my laundry and bathroom. Gives it a bit of freshen up boost, particularly when you've got cats and cat litter and all that type of stuff. Next one I went through, I also made some samples of as well, was a Squeeze the Day. That was from our International Wax collection, and it is also now available in our catalogue range to purchase. Now, this is a great one for cleaning the house and giving the house a very clean, fresh, reset smell. I generally don't buy many citrus scents, and if I do, they have to have something with it, which this one does. You get that fresh, vibrant lemon, but it also has some vanilla added to it, so it adds a bit of sweetness to it. So it gives your house a very clean, fresh, sweet smell. The next one I went through was from our Fantasy collection, which is no longer available, Unicorn Kisses. This one was warmed mainly in my daughter's room. This was very sweet, very sugary. Not one that I was a big fan of, but my daughter loved it. Next one I went through was Sparkling Sugar. Again, this was from our Fantasy collection, which is no longer available. It had a sugary, pineapple-y smell about it. And again, it was either warmed in my daughter's room or it was mixed with ones that I wanted to add a bit of a sweetness to it. I found they were warming this, you'd get that sweet, sugary pineapple smell, but as it warmed through the day, you'd get an almost pineapple-y smell that's baking on the barbecue like a pineapple fritter. So you get that burnt sugar type of smell when it was warming. And the last few things I went through was a little tester cube that came in last month's Swift box of this month's scent of the month, aloe vera and ivy. Now, this had melons and ivy. Now, it reminded me of a not quite ripe watermelon or rock melon, when they're still not quite ripe and you get that young, juicy smell, but doesn't have the sweetness about it yet when I warmed this one. And the last one I went through is an Unnamed scent. It also came in a box with 3 others, and what an Unnamed scent was they are white, had no name on it, and they're ones that Scentsy are considering releasing in the future, and they sent them out in the whiff box to get customers and consultants' opinions on what they thought of the scent, what they thought it might smell like, what they thought the colour should be, and you would write back to Scentsy and tell them your thoughts on the scent and what you thought it should be named, what you thought was in the scent, what you thought the colour should be. So, although it didn't have a name, this one I found to have a floral undertone and a vanilla-y undertone. So it was quite sweet, but there was like a vanilla or something in it that also gave it kind of a milky undertone. And if it were to come out, I would enjoy it. I would say it would come out in the floral category, and I have no idea if it will come out in the future or not, but it was one I enjoyed. And that was what I have been warming this month. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you would like more like this, please hit like or subscribe and let me know what you have been warming. And till the next video, thank you for joining, and I will see you guys later.